Ultra Access, Scaffold Technical Support.
Hello, this is Jason at Ultra Access. So in this video, another quick video, I wanted to talk about supplementary couplers, or as scaffolders call them, check fittings. Now, I'm not interested in what people say, that they're different. They're not. Supplementary, the definition of the word means additional or extra. So let me explain. Right, so that is a supplementary coupler. That's a check fitting. Like here, on the tyres, one either side. So the whole idea of these supplementary couplers, i.e. check fittings, is that the weight, whichever way the force, or the weight, whichever way the force is coming, i.e. downwards, because obviously as these scaffolds progressed, the balls have been moved up and the lift's been built so they can carry on the brickwork, so on and so forth. So it's a progressive scaffold. This is now being adapted for external works, windows and such going in, stuff like that, downpipes and whatever else they do. So at some point the weight would have been coming down because this would have been boarded out all the way through. So these supplementary couplers would have been to take a little bit of additional weight. Essentially they're 50% of, I mean obviously not 50% of that because that is a ready lock transom, but for argument's sake, if that was like that, essentially, if it was a standard ledger coming through, you'd have your check fitting or your supplementary coupler underneath. They're 50% of the rating of a right angle coupler, or as we call them, a double coupler. So 6.1 kilonewtons. So with a supplementary coupler underneath, it's 50%. That's essentially 3.05. You know, so it makes it basically 9.1 is what this part of the scaffold can take with the forces coming downwards. Now the reason why on the tyre here that it's either side, move that out of the way, the reason why it's either side is because that is there to stop the force of the scaffold going inwards, and this one is to stop the force of the scaffold coming outwards. And that's essentially all it's for. It's a additional fitting, supplementary, that just gives a little bit of additional support anywhere in the structure where there are additional loads either coming downwards, going upwards, left, right, whatever way it is. And whichever way the force is going, the coupler will be basically opposite of where the force is travelling. So if you've got, say, let's turn this round. So if you've got that for argument's sake, you've got a double. If the force is going that way, your supplementary coupler or your check fitting will be going here. The force is going that way, it's going here. It's very, very important to get them right, because if you put them in the wrong place, A, they're not doing their job, and B, you look like a wally, essentially, in scaffolder talk. Well, we'd say words are a little bit more harsher than that, but I don't want to get told off if I put this online. So you've got to make sure that you put your check fittings in the right places and try to understand and get your head around why they go in the position they go. Again, on my website, www.ultra-access.co.uk, I've made a publication on exactly what supplementary couplers are, full colour, little picture graphic that's gone with it, and you can download that for free, no cost whatsoever, and you can use them as much as you want. Now you could even, if you're a charge hand scaffolder and you've got a youngster with you who's keen to learn, or not so much with the youngsters nowadays, but if you've got a younger scaffolder with you, you want to pass some information on to, please feel free to go on my website, that one with that logo, if I can get in the right place, and download whichever publications you want. I made them solely so I can give something back to the scaffolding industry. No money involved whatsoever, just use them as you wish. And yeah, if you are going to put check fittings on, supplementary couplers on, just make sure you get them in the right place. Because if you don't get them in the right place and you put them in the wrong side, they're not doing anything, you know. So anyway, this is Jason Ultra Access, and I hope you have a good day.
Ultra Access, Scaffold Technical Support. Proudly supporting the British scaffolding industry. With a selection of our services including guidance and advice publications, scaffold estimations, technical training and development, scaffolding inspections and compliance audits, scaffolding vlogs and videos, and UK-wide scaffolding consultancy services. Ultra Access, Scaffold Technical Support.